Hey guys, this is Chubzdoomer, and I just wanted to give you all an update on the tower defense game that I've been making in Unity. I've added a custom placeholder UI here. I've got in the upper left hand corner I've got your amount of money. In the upper right hand corner I have the wave, and then down here at the bottom across the screen I have the tower panel, as I call it. So this is where the different icons of the towers are going to be, and then you're going to be able to click an icon, come up here, and then place the tower. Right now I've only got one tower here. That's because that's the only tower I've really programmed into the game. But above these towers too, you can see the prices of them. Right now it just goes from 100 to 600 in $100 increments, but I'm definitely going to change that eventually. This is really just placeholder stuff. But this current tower button does work. You can click it and then come up, and you can have you have like a transparent version of it on your cursor, and while that transparent placeholder graphic is green, that means you can place the tower. And if you go over here next to a wall or inside a wall, it turns red. That means that it's in an invalid location and you can't place it. This also applies to trying to build a tower too close to another one. Notice that when I get too close to that tower I just placed, it turns red. Then as I move away, it gets green again. So yeah, you can use that to place them down. Then you can right click them to sell them, and you get half the price back. You can also use the number 1 on your keyboard as a hotkey, so I can press 1 and place them that way. And then, like, if you enter build mode, you come up here and you decide, well, I don't want to put this tower down. You can just right click, and it just kind of cancels it and doesn't cost anything, of course. And another UI element that I've added is I'll go into the overhead mode. I used to call this build mode, but I decided to let you build in either view. So you can still build here as well. You can even, while your tower's here selected, you can even switch over here into regular mode and it doesn't interrupt it at all. But what I was getting ready to talk about is you'll notice this percentage over top of the blue building. This blue building is kind of like your home base, and whenever an enemy successfully goes all the way around and reaches it, that percentage is going to drop by a certain amount. And whenever that percentage hits 0, it's basically game over. You've lost the level. So what I'm going to do, just to kind of demonstrate that, is I'm going to pull up my debug panel. I've gotten rid of all those stupid hotkeys. I just pretty much created my own debug UI that I can use. I'm going to turn on spawn enemies, and I'm just going to crank up the game speed. And notice when these enemies reach this tower or this building, the percentage goes down. Right now I have them taking it down by 10% each. And once it hits 0, the game just kind of restarts. So I've not programmed in like a game over screen or anything like that, but that's pretty much the concept now. Is when an enemy gets to the building, the percentage goes down. Then when it goes down to 0, you lose. And although these enemies currently take it down by 10%, that of course is also subject to change. I'm going to try, and once I get all of like the tower elements and things like that in place, I'm going to start tweaking the gameplay and seeing what all I can do. But right now, everything seems to work really well. Something else that I added in that I can show off here by restarting the game is if I place a tower right here, like let's say I place it behind this wall. Normally in my older builds, the towers could shoot through the walls and hit the enemies, but I've changed it now so that they actually only hit the enemy if they're like within their lane here. So they can't shoot through walls, or over walls I should say. So the enemy has to kind of be within this lane for it to hit it. So that pretty much sums up what I've added here. I don't have any waves programmed in. They still just kind of, the enemies still endlessly come out. The wave number never really increments, so it's always 1. But yeah, it's taken a lot of work to get this UI to work, especially to get this tower placement system to work right. It's taken me 2 or 3 days of hard work to get it in here, but seems like it works pretty well. And I'll give you guys a download link here in the video description, And if you don't care, give it a shot. And if you guys have any problems with the UI not working or any weird glitches, be sure to let me know, because I have a feeling my code's kind of a mess, so I have a feeling that there's still going to be some bugs that I've missed or that I've not caught. But I hope you guys like what you see here, and thank you once again for checking it out. And this is Chubb signing out.